Hey Dave, what did you think of Mookie Betts at second, and more specifically that play he had early in the game?
Well, it changed the landscape of the game. Flair, he doesn't come up with it. We have first and third base with Walker at bat. And so to make the play, Julio has a clean first and kind of gets a little momentum traction and gets into the game. So he impacted it really quickly. Made a couple of the nice plays, the unassisted double play, just a lot of good things. Took some good at bats. So across the board, it was good to have him back first and foremost. And position player wise, AJ led by AJ, who's just been on fire for quite some time, all the way around, really good.
Yeah, speaking of AJ, what have you seen from him this past month and in his offensive performance?
Well, I think the thing with him is he's aggressive to his zone, and he's we call it earning pitches to get into good counts, and he's earning good counts. And when he gets a pitch that's a mistake, he's doing some damage, and he's just consistently taking good at bats. And whether it's the base hit, the double, the homer, driving in runs, taking walks when needed, he's doing all of it, and he's carrying us right now.
And as a manager, how nice is it for you to see two players this week in specific coming off of the injured list and being able to kind of get their bat going pretty quickly, as well as just their defense?
It was great, and both guys impacted us with the defense and just getting them back. And obviously, Corey having him back and not playing back to back, but getting him in there tonight or today, and we'll get him back in there Tuesday and Wednesday. So it just makes us considerably better, makes us deeper, allows me to kind of give guys rest when needed. So across the board, really good. And to start, and obviously we got to talk about Julio and what he did, and he and Austin were great. Just the tire mix was good, and got him out after 5. I just felt that the run differential right there, and wanted to get David in the game to an inning, fill into the game, going into an off day. And Jeffrey Ramirez, first time I met him was today, and so he was good for us.
Thank you, Dave.
Next question from Diana. Next question's from Ron Gavner. Go ahead.
Hey Dave, we talked about like the energy when you guys got Albert, just getting the guys back and now the moves that you guys made at the deadline. What has that just done from an energy standpoint?
It just continued to enhance it. We talked about getting Mookie back, getting Corey back. Obviously, with the infusion of Albert a couple months ago, what was huge for us and impacting us, in the clubhouse, on the field. Today, that 2-out double was a backbreaker. So just getting everyone back, and, when you get into August and you get through September, that infusion of new players or players back off the IL gets you kind of through those dog days.
There were a couple of shots of Scherzer on the bench chatting with just Bueller and Kershaw and stuff. Do you ever find yourself kind of peeking and just kind of thinking how neat it is?
I do. I do at times. And I just love to see those guys interacting because they're going to make each other better. And all 3 of those guys have one thing in mind, and that's to help us win a championship. So iron sharpens iron. And those 3 are 3 of the best in the game.
Thank you.
Next question is from Mike DeSherman. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, before the game, you said Mookie to second would probably be more of a one-game thing. I'm just wondering, after what you saw today, might that change a little bit?
We'll see. I think it's just more of giving us options as far as how we want to deploy him and other guys on the team. But he's our right fielder. I'm going to have a conversation with Trey Turner once he gets here, and we're going to talk about a lot of great parts and pieces that we do have.
Thanks.
Next question from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Dave, when you take the field on Tuesday at Dodger Stadium, have you thought about how different your team will be from the last time you were there just a week ago?
I haven't yet, but now that you brought it up, considerably. And I also think coming off an off day, that the roster is going to be different in a great way. The crowd's going to be energized, which we're expecting, we're anticipating. So we've got Walker going, so I know he's going to be fired up. So it's going to be a fun homestand.
And you only went 3-3 on this trip, and since the start of July, just 2 games over 500. Are you still in hold serve mode, or are you disappointed you haven't been able to make more traction?
I think it's not ideal. I think part of it, a lot of it was obviously the Giants. I think they got the best, which they outplayed us, in my opinion. But you still got to beat everybody. And I think right now where we're at, there's a good vibe going on. And I definitely see us kind of taking off, as the days move on.
Thanks, Dave.
You got it, Bill.
Next question's from Rex. Seager, go ahead.
Dave, it looked like the dugout was having some fun with Phil Bigberto when he took the mound there in the 7th. What was said to him when he came back to the dugout?
Well, I was just curious why he went back out there, and it was just my fault. There was wasn't clear that he was supposed to take the at bat, and then to save some other guys, and then that was it for him for his day. But I just wasn't clear enough, so he went back out there, and I had to bring him back to the dugout. So we got a good kick out of it.
Last one's from Pollock. I guess so. Go ahead.
Dave, it was Jeffrey Ramirez debut. What did you like about his performance today?
I just loved the way he was throwing strikes. He was attacking, fastball, slider, changeup. And like I said, I just met him just today or, this morning. So for him to go out there and pitch 2 innings to save some other guys, I was really proud of him. Thanks, guys.